Previously on University Atlas.
I'm Teddy, Theodore Del Rosario.
Zoe Marrow.
Tony Winborn.
You find yourself having a very strange dream. You see yourself surrounded by fog. You look down at your hands and you see the center of your palms begin to start glowing green. Behind you, deafeningly loud, a clock tower begins to ring. Inside are these people loading these trucks with these metal crates. One of the crates has been tipped over as the movers kind of lost grip of it. You actually recognize the metal. It's silver steel, known for its ability to repel and contain ghosts. Welcome everyone to the Fall Quarter Spook Tryouts. Before we go any further, I'd like to make it very clear that this tryout does not involve real ghosts. We have a number of volunteers, all out and wandering about campus dressed as ghosts. Your goal is to find one of these ghosts, treat it as a real one, and work together with your team using our ghost hunting equipment to capture, contain, or banish the ghost exactly like you would a real one.
What if we don't have ghost hunting equipment?
Didn't you bring your own? There's another team kind of in the benches behind you. One of them kind of leans over. I don't know if you want my help or anything, but there's an armory on campus, right? Where they keep all the ghost hunting equipment. But you didn't hear any of that from me.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, I'm definitely thinking what you're thinking.
Do your best, be careful, stick together, and have fun. He waves you all off, and there's a bunch of cheering, and all these students in these massive teams just start racing towards the doors. Let's just get right back into it. Sebastian Blackheart has just ended the rule session for the Spook Tryouts and has released you all to head outside and actually begin the trial. So you and the rest of the teams are currently making your way outside. You've got your emergency walkie-talkie with you and no equipment, as we found out last session. You didn't bring any. But you were informed that there is actually an armory across campus near Cecil Hall, and so you made the plans to head there. So what are you all doing?
Hey, what's the forecast out?
Foggy.
It's dark, it's foggy, it's maybe 60 degrees out. It's September, it's early September. So it's still a little bit of summer, but there is fog and it's overcast. So it's I don't know, 60s, mid 50s.
I don't know what that means.
It's cold.
It's not
chilly.
Cold, but it's not hot.
It's just brisk.
You could have a sweater or a long sleeve shirt.
For our American listeners listening, I would like to remind you guys that I am actually Canadian, so we use we use Celsius up here. The correct measurement of temperature.
Oof. Listen,
let me look it up.
Listen, what's the moon doing?
15 degrees Celsius.
Oh, that is chilly.
Yeah.
What's the moon doing?
Also, I see a Lunar Garden. It's enticing me.
Oh, Lunar Garden on campus. Yeah, it's just a cool shaped garden.
Oh, okay.
Shaped like the moon.
I mean, cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
It does look cool.
The moon, I hadn't thought about this.
Yeah, I was just curious if I was just going to be chill or if I was going to be kind of
full
uncomfortable.
Or a little bit less than half.
Okay.
It's not close to full.
Cool.
So, you guys rush out into campus and there's just students running all over.
Zoe.
Chaos.
Zoe flips
chaos.
the doors open and immediately jets off to the side and kind of takes a wide stance and takes in every single person just bustling out of the building and freezes real fast and then whips her head in the other direction that is the armory and starts going at like a brisk jog towards it.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. We're going.
Tony is very easily able to calmly keep up a pace with Zoe. It's like almost like they're walking, but they're not.
And she's like, okay, good. We're all here. And she looks back again and she's like, awesome. Ted Bear's here too. Great.
Yeah,
Ted Bear.
keeping up.
All right. Are you just going straight to the armory?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yes.
I think we're just running.
Just running.
We're jogging.
I think
we're
we're jogging. Nice little stroll around campus. Maybe dancing around other teams. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the other teams see you running and also start running. There's a lot of running going around, and like the energy is very high. It's very positive. It's like summer camp energy. There's just everyone is just there's like laughter. There's whooping. Everyone's like, yeah, let's go get him. And you guys like find yourself smiling at this. It's just like a very contagious sort of like, let's go get this
Hell yeah.
energy. And
Zoe lets out a woo, yeah.
there's actually, you see that guy from before, the guy that told you guys about the armory, actually runs past you. He overtakes you.
Oh.
And there's 3 others behind him that are like keeping pace. And they just sprint past you. And they all kind of like wave at you and they're like, better keep up, you know? Kind of like just laughing.
Zoe's jaw just goes slack, like, oh.
I think Tony glares and like kind of does like a little snarl, kind of like not even meaning to, but just does like a little snarl.
The shortest one actually like looks back at you, and you see that they have a tail also.
Oh.
And it's spotted. It's a snow leopard tail. And as they're running, it's kind of like lashing behind them. And they're short. They've got like platinum blonde hair, and they lean back and they just flash you just a brilliant smile full of teeth and give a little wave and just keep running.
I think
And-
Tony gets really flustered.
And they're just gone. They vanish into Rose Square before you guys have even passed the Atlas Union.
Oh wow.
Man.
And-
Zoe like looks over at Tony and like sees the blush, like, cat got your tongue.
I think like Tony's like all the fur on Tony's tail just kind of like poofs up. Yeah.
Tony just trips.
Yeah. Trips a little bit, the tail goes poof, and like they just kind of try to brush it off. Like
Alright, come on.
Zoe doesn't even stop jogging.
No.
She knows that Tony's gonna keep up.
yeah. Easily recovers.
So you guys keep running. I think you enter the Rose Square, and I think you actually see this team that had overtaken you by the fountain. And you see standing up on the fountain edge, you see a person just standing there in a white sheet. They're just like, you know, like the ghost trend, the TikTok ghost trend. They're just standing there in a white sheet, but they got some sunglasses on, and they're like, you can see that they're trying to act like ghostly and spectral, but like they're getting surrounded by this team of others.
Like a ghost.
And so yeah, like a ghost. And so you see them,
Their arms are like straight out in front of them. Like,
God.
yeah, you see the other lycanthrope unsling this massive
moaning?
coil of chain. Yeah, they're just like, woo,
wow.
you know, trying not to fall in the fountain. And and so the lycanthrope takes off this massive coil of chain from their shoulder and like lays it down on the ground in a circle. And you see this group that they all jump into it at the same time. They're like, get in here, go. And you see them like they lay down some backpacks and start digging through, and they're like, okay, so I think it's a category it's got to be a category 1, danger 2 rating. And like you see them like trying to figure out like what kind of ghost maybe that this is. And they see you walk by and they're like, go get your own ghost, you know, kind of like jokingly. And you see them like get out these canisters of salt that you've seen used in like professional ghost hunting before. And one of them steps out of like the chain circle and towards the ghost, and the person in the ghost sheet kind of turns towards them and is like acting like a normal ghost would, just like slowly advancing towards them. And you see them like throw the salt at the ghost, and the ghost like steps back. So like this volunteer in the ghost sheet is very much trying to emulate what a real ghost would do, which is respond to salt and be unable to cross silver steel, which is like the chain that they've laid on the ground in a protective circle. And so I think you keep running, but that's what that scene looks like.
Zoe kind of keeps her head like completely craned all the way around, just watching what the lycanthrope with the chain kind of does.
Yeah, this is a good point to ask. How much do you guys know about ghosts, ghost hunting? Do you have any experience with ghosts? Do you have any questions for me, the keeper, as to like how ghost hunting is going to look in this game? Because we haven't actually addressed that yet. Have any of you fought ghosts before?
No, I don't think, definitely not Teddy.
No.
Have any of you seen ghosts before?
Yes. Like, what kind of Well, actually, no, we won't get too deep into that, but
Yeah, there is a ghost index. It's called, what are they called? They're like manipulations or something, and like the things that they can do. So like poltergeists can move stuff.
Right.
And there's ones that can like move through walls. There are ones that have like a voice and can like scream and paralyze you. And so they have all these different kinds, and so you can categorize them based on how they react to certain things.
I was gonna say, yeah, because if we sort of get into it as we learn it as well, it would sort of lend to some it would lend to our characters being genuine as well, genuinely new at ghost hunting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have. But
at the same time, yeah, ghost hunting is also just a profession out in the world, and there are these celebrity ghost hunters, and so I think you guys would have some knowledge of what the equipment does. So the chain circle is a very common defense tactic that people use when they're going to face a ghost. It's the place they can retreat to when they're fighting. Salt, lavender, and iron flakes are useful as sort of bombs to throw at ghosts as stay back. Some ghost hunters use rapiers or bats to swing at the ghosts that can disperse their essence and things. Yeah.
I have a question. Is it best to tell us this now or after we pass the training with barely any knowledge and then we learn about it?
This is knowledge that you would have just from
osmosis,
from living in a world that has ghosts in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
In places that are super haunted, they have UV lamps, and I think at this point, as you're running, the UV lamps across campus do come on. There are these street lamps, and ultraviolet light just suddenly just comes on all over campus. And it's spooky, it's creepy because it kind of illuminates the fog in this very unusual way because it's kind of that blue-purple color of light. And it just comes over all campus. I think you guys start a little bit because it is pretty sudden, as Sebastian was saying. And so stuff like those are common in very haunted places. And there are just a lot of people carry holy water with them just as a precaution.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to be an expert to know those things necessarily. It's just from living in a world that has ghosts in it.
Okay.
Those are some things that you would know.
And so we're in Rose Square now, right?
We're
moving up towards the armory.
Okay. Teddy is looking a little shifty.
Okay.
Just because this is sort of what he believes the location for his premonition was.
Oh. Tony's kind of looking back, you good, man? Come on, let's go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
I wasn't talking to anyone.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Zoe glances back to make sure that they're all right and sees that Tony has kind of got Ted going up and going again and confidently pushes forward.
Okay, as you pass Boiler Hall, hang on. I'm trying to see if this would be a move. I don't think so.
I know. I'm what's coming? I'm what's coming?
This is a roll a perception check for me, and
actually,
then you roll and you get a 10, and you're you don't see anything.
Never mind.
It's one of those.
No.
I was gonna say, Joe, I have a move sort of similar to that. I have the hunches move, where when something bad is happening or it just about to happen, somewhere that I'm not, I can roll sharp.
This I don't think this applies in this case.
Okay.
What happens is you're running past Boiler Hall, and Zoe, in the back of your head, you hear this little whisper. Hey. What do you do?
I'm so sorry. I was chewing.
Oh, no.
Give me a second.
We've been trying to contact you, but extended warranty.
Yeah. Zoe just kind of.
I think the hairs on the back of your head like stand up a little bit, and the voice goes,
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Hey,
Oh God! Oh, do you guys hear that? Oh my God! And Zoe kind of like whips around and is like aggressively like turning her head and looking every which direction and starts like covering the back of her neck.
hey, shut up. No need to be so loud, huh?
What?
I think Tony runs into Zoe because of her sudden change of pace and direction.
Did you guys hear anything? Like
Hear what?
just anything a little bit weird?
No.
What's going on?
Is it the dirt? Is the dirt getting to you? Is this what do I have to prepare for something?
No, I don't eat dirt. No, did you not hear? There was some whispering and it was like right against the back of my neck and it like really scared me.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, no, there's been nothing. No.
Okay, I'm probably just going crazy. I'm just thinking, getting a little too competitive about this whole spook ghost hunting thing.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
There again.
Do you need to sit down for a second, Zoe? Is everything okay?
No. And
No?
Zoe just kind of like furrows her eyebrows and is like, "No, I'm good." And kind of like clears her throat a little bit and says, "Let's keep going. I think it was just nothing. I'm just getting wrapped up in my own head."
Oh, okay. Maybe stick closer to us, just in case.
Okay, this sounds like a good plan.
Okay, we're almost there.
Yeah, and then she continues to take off on a jog, not sticking close once again.
Tony once again is easily able to catch up to her, but is, trying to also
Teddy
keep an eye on Teddy.
Trailing
Yeah, keeps glancing back at Teddy, making sure that he's there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I see it just right across the way. It's
Awesome. Do you know where the entrance is? We can maybe try the front entrance and then head on to the back if it's unlocked.
Yeah, I think I saw on the map there. I think there's a main entrance and then I think a side entrance if that one's closed.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay.
Tony just nods.
We just make our way towards the armory. Actually, before we get there, like, is there can we sort of stop off kind of in like a shrub or something and scope it out?
Yeah. There's trees kind of all over campus, and so you kind of step off into one of those little ornamental bush shrubbery things that kind of breaks up the paths all over campus, and the armory sits there. There's smoke and fog kind of all around it, but there are no lights on currently. It looks as if there's no one in there. This is the building that you saw those big trucks outside of earlier, Zoe. The chapel is right next door, and there are lights on in the chapel.
Okay.
So
doesn't look like there's anyone in the armory.
This just could be a hunch, but the guys who told us about this place were definitely a little bit more knowledgeable than we are. What are the chances they're throwing us off a path?
I mean, he seemed pretty genuine.
Yeah, Zoe's also kind of kicking herself.
They're like, damn, no.
And Teddy's sort of just sitting there clueless. Like, I don't understand.
Teddy's like, no, but they were so nice.
They gave us helpful information.
They gave us helpful information. I think it might just be pointless since we need weapons anyway, but I don't know. I just get a weird feeling about this building.
Well, if...
Joe, would I be able to... Can I roll to read a bad situation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I get to roll sharp, which I actually have +1 in. Okay, so that's a 4 and a 5, so 9 + 1, 10 sharp.
That's a success. So you hold 3 questions, and the questions are: what's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims? If you act on the answers, you get a +1 ongoing while the information is relevant.
I think I'm going to ask those first 3 questions. Best way in, best way out, and dangers we haven't noticed.
Okay, best way in. So, have you approached the building? Are you close to it, or are you still just keeping your distance right now?
I think right now let's approach it. Let's get a little bit closer.
Okay. Do you go up to the door?
Not all the way just yet.
Okay, because there is a front door. You haven't been around the back side, so you're not sure if there's a door back there. You'd assume there would be. So you can see the front door, and you can't tell if it's unlocked, but you can also see there is a window on the first floor, a little bit to the left of the door, and there's kind of like a window well underneath it, so it's not like you could walk right up to the window, but that window is partially open.
Okay.
It'd be a little bit of a climb to get there, but it's a way in if the front door is locked.
Right. Okay.
And best way out would be the door. Presuming you got in would be, back the way you came or through the door.
Right.
And are there any dangers you haven't... That was your last question, right?
Yes.
Okay, as you're sitting there watching, you notice that the fog seems to be moving in a way that it doesn't normally move. And I don't know how much fog Teddy sees up in Canada or his hometown, or if he's just like, this is the first time he's seen fog, but just looking at the building, the fog seems to be like moving towards the building. If that makes sense.
I feel like okay, yeah, because I definitely don't think like Teddy would have seen fog like at least this dense or like in sort of not this dense, but like this frequent.
You wonder if it's just the wind. It's a little hard to tell, but you do notice it.
Okay.
And at the same time, like hairs on the back of your head are like standing up a little bit. It could be the chill. It could be just like you're staring at a very dark building.
Right.
But that is what you notice.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay, yeah. So I turn back to the rest of my team, turn back to Tony and Zoe, and say, "Well, here's the plan. There's a window on the front of the building that seems to be cracked open. So if we don't want to risk it for the front door, we might be able to sneak in through the window there. We should be able to go out the same way, and we can grab ourselves some gear and some weapons."
I mean, I'm down.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How high is the window? Which window are you talking?
Boost?
It's on the first floor, but there's a basement to this building, and there's like window wells, and there's a window well right beneath that first floor window. So you can reach the windowsill, but like getting up to it, there's like maybe an 8-foot drop, but directly below it that, if you slipped from the window, it would hurt.
That's okay. We can manage.
That's okay. No pain, no gain.
8-foot drop, no worries.
You guys can boost me up, right? Does someone want to boost me up?
Yeah, we got you.
Definitely.
Okay.
So yeah, me and Tony boost up Zoe.
She grabs the edge of the windowsill and hoists herself up and kind of crouches on it, and then slowly pushes the window open, and it just kind of peers inside.
I'm trying to decide if there would be a role for this. I don't think there is, because Read a Bad Situation is kind of like you already made this role. I can just kind of describe what you see inside.
Can I do the don't worry? I have the Joe. Can I do the don't worry? I'll check it out.
Yes, you can. I keep forgetting you guys have like your own specific mode.
I keep looking at mine. I'm like, these are not going to help me in this situation.
So that move, don't worry, I'll check it out. Whenever you go off by yourself to check out something or somewhere scary, mark experience. I wouldn't say you're alone for this. I don't want to say like this doesn't apply to this situation. And I'm not trying to be mean. I don't think that this move specifically applies to this situation because as far as you know, there's nothing scary in here. It's just weapons. You're just going in to get weapons and you have your team right there with you. So I don't know if this is relevant to this one.
Okay, we can just keep going then. Yeah.
So inside you see it's dark, but you see kind of like a front lobby section. There's a desk out front, and there's some forms on the desk if you get closer that read like weapon rentals, and basically like you figure that ghost hunters or campus security comes here and like rents out equipment if they need to. And behind that desk is there's 3 doors back there, and it's dark. And you also notice that on the desk is a little it's a little motion sensor, and it's kind of like got one of those little lights on that's just like very faintly illuminating the room.
Shit.
Yeah. Do you need someone with cat-like reflexes?
Yeah, I was gonna say, have we tripped this motion sensor, Joe?
You have not
know,
tripped the motion sensor.
Okay. I yell back down. I kind of look back down at Ted and Tony, and I say, "Shit, you guys! There's a motion sensor on the desk."
Does it look like there's any way around it?
I can't really see very clearly. I'm not sure how to trip the sensor, or if we've even already tripped it.
It doesn't look like anything's been tripped, but you don't have a way of seeing that.
Tony, I don't want to assume, but do you see better in the dark? Just being a lycanthrope?
Actually, I do.
Would you maybe want to climb up there with Zoe and scope it out?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you need me to get down?
No, I'm good. And I think Tony
Awesome.
just like uses their wonderfully powerful cat-like legs to leap up to to just jump vertically up to the window.
Leap.
I did say it was 8 feet, wasn't
You
it?
did say it was 8 feet.
Vertical leap.
And they grab on and pull themselves up quite easily, avoiding Zoe on the windowsill.
Okay, you see
They
the
kind of
same
give
thing.
Zoe a little wink.
Empty lobby. There's there's a little motion sensor on it looks like a little it's like one of those Ring doorbell things.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it kind of looks like that, just like sitting there on the desk.
Okay.
Maybe it's maybe do you think it's when you open the door and it like triggers it?
It might be.
Or do you think, or is there like I doubt they'd be pressure sensors.
Pressure sensor house.
Probably not.
Yeah. I think Tony's squinting some more, like just assessing the area.
What do you see?
I don't know. What do I see, Joe?
There's 3 doors behind the desk, and the sensor is pointed towards the door.
It is okay.
But it's got kind of like one of those wide angle lenses, so you get the idea that it fills most of the room.
Okay. Is there anything that we can kind of
is-
like dance over, if you know what I mean? We're like climbing over things to avoid.
Yeah, there's like some chairs like in the lobby, like some waiting chairs and like a table. It's got some magazines on it. Got like campus brochures and stuff.
So if we avoid the door, I think Tony kind of like relays what you just said to the others. It's not really too different from what we've all assessed to begin with, but how agile are you two?
Me? Pretty agile.
I've noticed.
I think I can manage.
Okay. It looks like it's definitely pointed at the door, so doors are off limits. However,
okay.
We're gonna have to keep a pretty big range away from the doors, because that sensor, I'm not sure just how much it's able to detect. But if we're able to climb over some things, maybe use some things as like, little barriers, we might be able to get around, but as far as I can see, that's all.
And then maybe on the way out we can even flip the sensor over or something, or put a cup on it.
Would that trigger it though?
Oh,
that's
you're
my
right.
thinking, because I thought about that already. Me with
There's
my
a
little
computer
lycanthrope brain.
set up on the desk. The monitor is not glowing, but there is like a computer there at the desk.
Oh, is it connected? Maybe the sensor can be turned off.
You can't see it from here, but maybe.
Oh, okay, maybe. I mean, we could always go check it out.
Yeah.
I'd say fuck it, just jump.
I mean, what else are we gonna do? We don't have any equipment.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's try to sneak around it.
All right, who's going in first?
Not it.
Okay, Tony. I think they both say that, and Tony just kind of looks between the two of them frantically, like, "Wait, what just happened?"
Like, come on, Tony, you're the one with the you can actually do the cat moves thing. If I jumped down there, my legs would hurt.
True. Okay, so
I'm gonna have you roll to act under pressure for this.
Okay.
So roll plus cool. On a 10 plus, you do what you set out to do. On a 7 to 9, the keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. Okay. And on a 6 or lower, you fail, and I get to take a hard move.
Okay. So I think Tony takes a deep breath, and here we're gonna roll. Wait, I roll it twice then, right? Or no?
You only have one.
I only have one. Yeah. Okay.
2d6.
Okay. Well, we got a J.
Oh no!
Is the J the 1? Oh no!
The J is in fact the 1.
And a 2.
Oh.
However, wait, but
you're gonna burn a luck point already.
Plus your cool, but
plus my cool, but my cool is.
Even if you had a plus 3 cool, that would still only get you a 6, which is still a failure.
I have a plus 1 cool, so.
Okay, so if you wanted to, you could burn luck here and make it an immediate success. It is a function that you have, but at the same time, you've only got 7 luck for the entire game, and they don't come back. Yeah.
Don't know about that. But the alternative, though, is that I fall down.
Wait, you trigger an alarm.
I trigger the alarm is what I feel like that's the bad thing.
Yeah, I get to take a hard move. So you basically you try and jump. I think what happens is were you trying to jump straight towards the desk or like onto one of the chairs or like?
No, I was trying to go for it. I wasn't gonna get that close yet.
Okay, so one of the chairs. So yeah, I think you make it onto the chair. And I think you're trying to work around the edge of the room to try and like avoid the sensor. And I think you make it to the edge of the room. You're just like kind of climbing across these chairs. And when you look up, the light on the little motion sensor is on.
Oh shit. Okay, I freeze.
There's no alarm, but it's on.
Okay.
You don't hear anything. There's no like sensors or anything going off, but
okay. I freeze, and, like, my eyes kind of dart back to Zoe.
Zoe just goes, psst, do you see anything?
Well, the light is on.
Shit,
Tony.
Okay. Are there any weapons near you? Just at all?
You do not see any weapons. You presume they would be behind the doors that are behind the desk.
Tony kind of through their teeth loudly whispers. I don't know why they feel like they need to whisper, but they do. Like that, like kind of hissing whisper at Zoe, and says, "No, I can't see anything, but there's some doors, and behind them we might be able to find something."
What's
can
going on?
Can you get closer?
He's all out in the dark. Poor
Tony. Tony is in there. There's a light on the sensor, but don't freak out yet.
Oh my god.
No, there's
no.
Teddy, as you're outside, you kind of do a look around the building again, and you see a little bit of movement to your right.
Oh god.
Oh no. God. Okay, I think we just have to go in, grab weapons, and then bolt.
Okay.
So, tripping?
Tony, just go as fast as you can. Get any weapons that you can.
Okay, roger that. They like speed. So I think they lead. Speed. And I think with that, Joe, they just leap, like arms outstretched. Oh no, arms outstretched and just. Sorry.
Different IP.
No, don't make me get emotional. And they just lurch at the. It was a cabinet or just doors?
There's doors behind the desk.
Doors. Okay, so they just lurch towards it and throw open
I'm not gonna
the
have you
door
roll
if
for
they
this
can.
because you already failed the roll. So yeah, you jump, you land behind the desk.
Okay.
The door is locked, but there is drawers and stuff on the desk, and there's a lot of stuff on the desk.
Okay, yes, I do a quick scan. I'm like throwing open the drawers on the desk. Checking it out. What do I find?
You find a lot of ballpoint pens, a lot of forms for weapon checking out. You do find a key.
Cool.
And a ring of keys. And
I
just, as you are scanning the desk, you notice the back of the motion sensor. It says Spectral Eyes 3000. And there's a little figurine. There's a little like ghost emblem on the. It's on the sensor.
Oh.
And, the computer monitor has lit up a little bit, like it's not completely on, but you just like there's a little white glow box that kind of popped up on it, and it just says motion detected.
Oh
no!
Oh shit! Okay. Wow. So Tony like inhales really sharply and just loudly to Zoe says, I tripped it. The screen, they're fumbling over their words, and they're saying there's a notice, their notion. Can I just, and they like, should I try to do something, or do we need to like
just keep going?
They're hyperventilating at this point.
We should just get out of here. We should just get out of here.
No,
are you sure?
Anything you can find.
Just keep
there's
going.
Keys. I think
we need the weapons.
Okay.
Teddy, as you're outside, you glance back at where you saw that movement, and around the corner of the building you see like the edge of a white shape just like right at the corner of the building.
Oh shit. Guys, we need to get inside.
Okay. Everybody? Wait, are you all coming?
Yeah, well, we've already tripped it, might as well.
That's true. Let's go.
Okay. Zoe reaches down and gives her hand to Teddy.
All right. Okay.
Tony's fumbling with the keys.
Oh, got you in there.
So y'all just like get in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trips off like a million other sensors.
Joe is like, you're really doing this?
I mean, the monitor stays the same. It just like that little white box kind of refreshes. It just like pops up again, like motion detected when they enter the room. But you are all behind the desk, and you have the computer and the motion sensor there, and the keys. And the door.
That's
great.
And let's start trying these keys.
Start blowing through them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Tony's just like fumbling with their little claws and fingers and like trying to like try each one in the door. How many keys?
You find one. There's a few keys, but you find a key, and the door swings open.
All right.
And do you enter?
Nice.
Yes.
Definitely. I don't think Tony really thinks to think anything else other than like get the things and go.
Okay. It is pitch black in there.
Oh, beautiful. But Tony can see some things. They see shapes. Perhaps?
Yes.
Question mark? Is this okay?
Yes, I think it works similar to dark vision in D&D, as in like you see in shades of gray, and it's like limited sight, so you're not blind, like you can see shapes and stuff.
Wait, hang on.
Wait, what?
Teddy pulls out his cell phone that has a flash on it.
Oh God. Warning next time.
Sorry.
Tony has a phone. Do they?
Tony doesn't have a phone.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just think
that's why they were surprised.
Sorry, I just think this would have been a bit easier, rather than us trying to fumble around in the dark. I just didn't want to turn it on when we were still, kind of sneaking into the building.
I mean, I could have helped, but okay.
Honestly,
no, I it's not that I don't trust you. It's just, it's Zoe and I can't see like you do.
Yeah, I can't see shit.
I got you. It's okay. All right. Well, let's just get anything we can find.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
silver.
It's
Teddy's
a small
going
room.
for the chains.
Yeah, you do see chains hanging on a wall, and they're kind of like, they have like they're zip tied together and like in like these coils, and so like each hook has a different chain on them. Like there are some that are just massive, and there are some that are really small. And so, do you go for like a mid-sized chain, probably?
Yeah, like nothing too massive, but nothing too like small either. Yeah, like
Yeah, I think to make things simple, the different rooms have different equipment in them. You have the keys, so you can open them all. Like one of the rooms has holy water on the shelves, and like salt bombs on the opposite side. One of them has chains and baseball bats and rapiers, and like all of these like silver steel specific weapons. And then
Zoe heads towards those.
A lot of them are super beat up. Like they kind of got like not really acid like splashes, but like almost rusty patches. But it doesn't quite look like rust because it's white. And like, but there's like erosion on some of these bats, and you get the feeling that a lot of these weapons have seen ghost combat before.
Oh, damn.
These bats have seen better days. Zoe says as she picks one up that's a good size and starts kind of like tossing it to test the weight.
Yeah. All right. Come on, gang. We can't stay here too long. And I think as Teddy says that, he also grabs a rapier.
I think Tony is a little overwhelmed because they've never used any sort of weaponry before, and they're just kind of touching everything.
Yeah. So what all do you grab? Zoe grabbed a bat. Teddy grabbed a rapier.
And some chains.
Teddy grabbed chains. Yeah.
Zoe looks at like the smaller steel and finds like a teeny little pocket knife, and she also grabs one and pockets it.
Nice. Just right in the armory.
Yeah, you know it. I think I don't know, my brain's kind of blank as to what Tony would get. I originally thought like chains also.
Yeah, do you want the chains? I could go with the rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is canisters of salt, canisters of lavender, canisters of iron flakes.
Oh, hit me up with one of those salt bomb things.
I was gonna say,
they're like
I want some lavender, please.
Grenades made of like these kind of a breakable material that like you get the idea that when you throw it, it'll just like shatter and this stuff will go everywhere. And
perfect. Zoe pockets like 5 of them.
Nice.
Same, yeah. I think Teddy grabbed some salt
I was gonna say I grabbed
definitely
lots of salt bombs and some lavender.
Just so you know, it's quite obvious that things have been removed from these shelves. Like they're laid out very, very neatly.
Great.
You get the idea that whenever someone comes back in the morning, it's gonna be pretty obvious that someone has been in here.
What do we do? We'll deal with that when we get there.
Yeah, we're not really thinking of the future.
Yeah, I don't think. Now. Yeah, Tony's not even.
Yeah, I think
no second thoughts.
Glad we all share the same brain cell.
I think Teddy sees Tony though, like trying to struggle to pick out equipment, and like walks up to them and be like, "Hey, I think these might work a lot better for you," and then hands them the chains and like some lavender and some salt bombs as well.
Oh,
Zoe kind of butts in and says, "Here," and then she whips open the pocket knife and snaps the zip ties on the chains.
Oh. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
In the room with the holy water, there are these there's these racks that have they look like water guns. Like they're like plastic water guns. They are chained to the wall, and there's like a little padlock there. For each of these.
Okay.
So can Tony pick the padlock?
Can Tony pick the
padlock?
I don't think we have time for that, gang.
No.
Yeah, I think we got it for sure.
Okay. All right.
We're pretty well strapped.
This is true. I think we're good to go.
Okay.
All
right. Let's bolt.
Let's head out. When we're heading back towards the desk, can I have another look at the monitor and see what's up?
Yes, it's dark, but there's still that little box in the middle that just says motion detected.
Okay. Is there any other prompts?
So, wait. I have a question.
Do you think there's cameras?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Guys, is the motion detected inside the building or outside the building?
Well, when Joe described it earlier, she said Spectral Eye 3000, which this is OOC. This leads me to believe that this is a spectral motion detector and not a physical being motion detector.
Okay.
But don't metagame.
I mean, motion is motion.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that. Like, any kind of motion would set off a motion detector.
Right.
But are the motion detectors inside the building or are they outside the building?
Well, they would be
there's one inside the building.
Inside the building.
Cool.
I mean, we can see the one inside the building.
I'm just thinking back to our little whole friend outside that we were not
rendezvous.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, was Teddy the only one that
Teddy
saw
was the
that?
Only one that saw
yeah,
that.
We don't know about that.
I know we don't know about that, but are we asking the right questions?
Yeah. Okay.
You're like, just gotta cover my bases.
Covering my bases.
Okay. I think we're pretty well fucked. Tripping this motion detector here. I just want to let you guys know before we headed inside, I did see, like a white figure. Like I don't know if it was a ghost. Or if it was like a ghost volunteer, but we just got to be ready when getting out there. Okay.
I'd say we go towards it. We need to go towards that because because come on, we need to get a ghost if we want to be on a spook team, and if it's a real ghost, kudos to us. If it's not a real ghost, also kudos to us. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah. Okay.
I think a little small grin kind of grows on Tony's face, and they're like, "All right, Cool.
Yeah, let's
go.
Let's head up back through out throughout the window, just so we can get the drop on this thing.
You look outside, and on the road outside, like there's a road right outside the building, and right across the road is a figure in a white sheet, just standing there.
Nice.
Just
all right, we got
slightly
this.
in shadow, just white sheet all the way to the ground. As you jump up onto the windowsill, it does kind of like turn towards you.
Oh. Well.
Hi.
We've been found out. Hi. Just doing a little shopping. Don't mind us.
We're not doing anything.
It does not respond.
I mean,
Zoe drops to the ground.
I mean,
so does Tony.
Back, Ghost, and then like Teddy pulls out his rapier and like just starts thrusting it in the air.
Stay back.
Stay back.
All right.
Tony clutches the.
Who has the
chains.
chains? Who has the chains?
I got the chains now. I clutch the chains.
Okay, it's like right across the street from you. Just looking at you.
All right, Tony, lay down a protective chain
Tony.
circle.
Let's get some
Tony.
closer. Let's get closer, and then we can lay down the chain circle,
Okay.
guys.
Across the
Okay,
street
so
then,
lay
or
down
in the middle
chain,
of the street?
It takes a step towards you.
Oh damn! Okay.
Awesome! It's getting closer to us.
It's getting
Let's lay
closer.
down the chains.
Let's do it. Okay, I'm laying them down.
All
And
right.
Tony like
Zoe
frantically.
steps in the circle.
I
Tony-
take out one of the salt bombs and like I sort of chuck it at the ghost's feet.
Like a little.
Okay.
It kind of rolls.
Do I
It doesn't
roll
go that close, but it rolls close.
I'm gonna have you roll to kick some ass on this.
to kick some ass. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Who's rolling?
Me, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yes. You
Okay.
threw the salt bomb.
Yeah. 2 6s. Heyo.
What?
Yes.
But I have
Much
a
better than a
minus-
J.
I have a -1 to tough, so that's only an
No.
11.
I mean, that's still a success, a full
That's
success.
still a full success. Yes.
Okay, so you throw this salt bomb, and it glints majestically as it like turns head over head in the air,
Mhm.
and like it goes through the fog, and like this figure is slightly shrouded in fog, and it hits the ground right at the ghost's feet, and you see it go right through the sheet, and it hits the ground and shatters, and the ghost, it's like
Oh shoot.
it vanishes immediately, and there's like, it doesn't scream, there's no noise, but like you see the edges of the sheet start to get eaten away as if by like a Greek fire, and like it evaporates like burning tissue paper and just like vanishes into the air.
Tony is completely silent and awestruck.
Guys, was that
a real ghost?
a real ghost?
Holy shit.
Holy sheet, more like.
Holy shit.
Tony just looks at Zoe.
The hairs
Wow.
on the back of your head start standing up again, and the
Shit.
fog
Me?
starts getting
Who?
thicker. All of you.
Oh, all of us.
Tony,
Joking.
Tony, all of your hair, all over your body is just standing right on edge, and you start feeling. There's this feeling. It's often described as miasma, as like it's like when you're in the presence of a ghost, and I don't think any of you have felt this before, but it's a very strong sense of nausea, and like you feel a headache building in the back of your head, and you get clammy and cold all over, and the hairs on the back of your neck are rising and all over.
Can I make a move? Can I do the what could go wrong? Charge into immediate danger without hedging my bets.
Oh
Hold 2.
no.
Oh my god. Zoe.
Yes, but I also think this would be a really cool place to end.
Well, tune in next time to see Zoe do something unbelievably stupid.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Next
Damn.
time y'all get to finish this ghost fight.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
God, okay.
I'm so pumped.
If you enjoyed enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving us a review or a rating on iTunes, or sharing this podcast with a friend. Tweet about us using the hashtag UniversityAtlas, or follow us on Twitter @TheAtlasCast to stay updated on news and new releases. I'd also like to thank Suzanna Jelsema. All the music in this episode, including our incredible theme song, was written by her. Check out more of her work on her website. There's a link in the episode description. Remember, what doesn't kill you just possesses you. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.